Gaming like a noob. Hello, and welcome to the channel Gaming Like a Noob. I'm the Noob, and I call myself Sansomi. And if you're subscribed to the channel, I say thank you very much. And if you're not, please do. It will help me out a lot. Now, let me start by saying I'm very sorry for not being able to put videos up for Telford and for City Skylines. I was out with a cold, and this is actually the first video that I record after that, and it's in the middle of the night. I have to work tomorrow, so I'm going to try to keep it short today, but I also want to say that I am going to do my very best to get a Telford save and a City Skylines save up this week. But the Telford save is a bit could be in a bit of a trouble. It could be a problematic thing. I'm not saying that it won't be coming up, but I could find it very hard to find time for it. The City Skylines should be I should be able to record something in that before Sunday, so that should be safe. But the Telford, I don't know. I'm hoping I can put something up on Friday, but we're just gonna have to wait and see. But I'm babbling on here, and as I said, I do need to hurry up with this episode because it is, as I said, in the middle of the night, and I have to go up pretty early, and I also have to work tomorrow. So let's jump in here to the game and see what kind of players we can use against Wolves today. We can see that Bellingham is tired, Woodall is tired, Verbruggen is injured. Oh, this is a bit of a nightmare here, I think. Let's do this. And then we go, Bellingham needs to rest, so let's go for Divine. Let's put in Andy Stockbridge for Florian Wirtz. And let's welcome back Kylian Mbappe on the left there. Now, what else can we do? Diego Esteves instead of Morgan Pearce. Other than that, I think we're going to play this team today. They seem to be quite fresh, so let's go for this and see what we can do today. Let's jump into the game. We really could do with a 3-pointer here. Come on. It was a long warm-up. Yeah, now it came. Oh, good. No, we're not going to go in hard on tackles. We're going to go with the assistant's recommendation there. Oh, everybody, except Tarek Lamptey got motivated. Skip. Oh, we didn't mean to pause. Let's get on with it. And let's see what we can do. Come on, United. It's Wolf. Gets control of it. That's good. Delect. Now, I was supposed to say that as well. This is the first I record after the cold that I had. That I could barely speak, so that's why I couldn't record anything. Oof. But the Wellington save that I released on Tuesday this week was recorded earlier before I got sick, so that's why I could release that without speaking about being sick, because I wasn't sick when I recorded that. It was before I got sick. Mbappe, oh come on. Yeah, I see since we've played the United save last time, United have faced in real life. Ooh, in real life, United has played Liverpool and lost 3-0 at Old Trafford, which is a bit of a disgrace. I don't know what's happened there. I mean, could it be 5-6 years ago or something like that? Oh, let's look at this. Oh, 4, 5, maybe 6 years ago, it ended. I think it ended with United, of course, because it's we that have been the lesser team. Liverpool has been the greater team these last couple of years, of course. But the rivalry, I call it a rivalry because when I started as a United supporter in the early 80s, I remember if it was the season of 85 or 86, no, I think it, yeah, maybe, I don't really remember the year it was, but I do know that we won only one game away that season. We played okay at home, and but we ended up somewhere mid-table. And the only away win we got was an away win with 1-0 against Liverpool. And I feel when United was the at their peak, because Liverpool was on their peak in the 80s, they were dominating everything back then. And when United then became the powerhouse in the 90s and the 2000s, Liverpool often beat us. Ooh, Alfie Divine. And that's, for me, I feel that it is because before there was this rivalry between these two teams. And when you had a bad season, the best thing you could do for your supporters was to win that derby game. It was incredibly important to beat Liverpool if you were if United had a bad season, and when Liverpool had a bad season, it was important for them to beat United. So yeah, that's something that has ended with United becoming as crappy as we have become in real life. It's a bit of a shame because it's a great, I mean, I can understand that Ferguson must be a bit sad. The powerhouse that he built up just crumbled directly as soon as he left. Oh, I mean, straight after it, the season after he left, we were out of it and we were gone, and has been since, or since. And Ten Hag is really struggling. I don't know. One could say that it took Ferguson 6 years or something like that before he got his United to work. So yeah. And to be honest, I don't really think that United would have started to win the league if they wouldn't have gotten thank you Eric Cantona then. So I think we were lucky to get Ferguson, and we were lucky to get Cantona, and they were lucky to find each other at that point in time. I think maybe that's what Ten Hag needs. a new Cantona to help him out of that poor form that we've had here. And yeah, I mean, it seems like Casemiro is out of it. He's too old, and yeah, he is just not the player that he once was. So yeah, we need to find somebody else. And I don't know how Ugarte, they told me, or they've been talking, I've heard that they said that he's out for quite a long time. If it's a month or something like that before he can play for us. So that's unfortunate. And we need a midfielder. We need that midfielder to be fresh and ready to go. And I know many people are talking about Rio Ferdinand and people like that have said that Scott McTominay, they shouldn't have sold him because he was a player like John O'Shea and stuff like that. And yes, I would agree with that if we'd had better midfielders, but we needed to get a good midfielder, and I hope that Ugarte is that great midfielder. Oh, look at that. Yes, beautiful. Thiago Esteves makes it 2-0. Now, it would have been perfect, of course, if we could get rid of Casemiro and could have kept Scott McTominay. Not because I think Scott McTominay is a great player, because he's not that great. I was hoping that he would become a great player. I remember back when he was about 22 and I was thinking, maybe I should start watching United again, because this young lad is quite interesting. I think he can become something. He had a smidge of Roy Keane in him, but yeah, what I think many people don't understand when it comes to what Ferdinand and those former players were talking about is not that it's a shame that we get rid of Scott McTominay because he's a good footballer. No, it's because he has the heart in the club, and sometimes you need those type of players as well. But yeah, he's not good enough to be playing the games against Liverpool, City and stuff like that, and we need, and neither are Casemiro, he proved that. Ooh. But we need a player like that, so that's why they needed to sell Scott McTominay, because they couldn't get rid of Casemiro. But I understand their talk, but I mean, the thing that could have been problematic, Thiago Esteves makes a second goal. Problematic thing would be if they played, they've gotten a superstar in the midfield and still kept playing with Scott McTominay instead. That would have been problematic. But as a backup player, as a player that you can put in when you need to rest your superstars against the lower teams and stuff like that, and probably in the dressing room he could be a good influence because he has the heart in the club and stuff like that. But yeah, he's not good enough to, and that's why they had to sell him, because they can. But I'm not one of those that celebrated his departure, because I know what they were talking about the heart in the club. I personally don't see, for example, Gary Neville to be that he for me he wasn't a world-class right defender. He was really good, don't get me wrong, he was a really good right defender, but I think I've said this before, a couple of times, maybe even. He was a really good right defender, but the thing that made him what should I say, that they couldn't be without him was his heart. He gave 110 in every game, and he was never bad, you can say. And I think that was because his heart in the Manchester United club. That's why he never was really bad. He had, most of the time, he was very stable in his play. He played a good game every week or every time he played, until his injury problems in the end. You could see that he couldn't really keep up with the players that he was faced with. So yeah, that's just the way it is when you get a lot of injuries like he did there at the end of his career. But I never saw him as a sort of a superstar or world-class right defender or something like that. He was really good, but he did play with a lot of heart, which made him a valuable player for the club. Just like O'Shea and those lads. And even if Gary Neville, of course, was a bit better than O'Shea and those lads. Enough talk about that. We seem to be winning this first game here, 4-0 up. And I'm sorry if I babble on and make no sense. It's, as I said, it's the middle of the night here, and I'm just trying to get through this episode as quick as possible, so that I can go to bed and get some sleep before I need to go to work tomorrow again. So, yeah. First game over. I'll see you in the next one. And so we're here. Second game of this episode. Away against Tottenham. Let's see what type of players we can use today. Who's fit enough to play and who's not. This is not looking good. Fitness problem on Stockbridge. Resting. Need of a rest on Mbappe. Need of a rest on Adeyemi. And yeah, we can bring back Bellingham, which will stabilize the midfield for some part. And of course, we're going to have to put in Florian Ritz there again. But then we get into some problems. A left midfielder. Do we have someone else than Favre? We do have Garnacho, and we don't give him a benefit of a doubt, I think. He's always being... Can I put him... No, there's no way to do that. Let's start by seeing whose place he can take out here. Well, Sancho's is injured. And then we put him in here with Favre, and let's give him the opportunity to play today. I mean, I think that's a talent that I have wasted, to be honest. Mostly because we've had Kylian Mbappe there. So, yeah, he might have become something. And now he's 22, so still a couple of years left in him to develop. But... let's see, the potential is not supposed to become much better in this version of the game, so we'll see about that. And then we have Adeyemi. I think Woodall, no, he's not back. He's still struggling with fitness problem. So we do have a striker problem as well then. That's not good. And looking at the defense, loads of tired players there. Thiago is tired, so let's bring in Morgan Pearce. Those two are supposed to, yeah, go in between them, so to speak. This is going to be a tough game. I feel I can see that already. Barachile, because he's tired as well. I think we're going to go with Zakaria, because Lamptey was tired as well. And Wesley Fofana is tired, so we're going to go with Anel for Fofana. But they can they have a great link up together. That's good. So now it's only the striker, because we need another striker, somebody that is fit enough to play. And should we go with Paul Squirrels, whose current ability is better than Chris Lewis, or should we go with Chris Lewis that has a greater potential than Paul Squirrels? I think we're going to go with what is needed today, and then we bring him up. But I'm not going to have Adeyemi outside of the team. I think he's going to be on the bench. If I can find a place for him, I can't find a place for him. We need Mbappe there because of Garnacho. We need Esteves because of Pearce, and we need Woodall because he's less. Well, then he's going to have to get a rest outside of the team today. I think this is the team we're going to play with. It's Tottenham away. It's going to be a tough game with all these reserve players. So strap on your seatbelt and let's get on the way with this one. Loads of changes, as you can see. And we have a Champions League game. I don't remember what team we were. Lyon, I think it was, that we're going to play. Yeah, and it's the last Champions League game, isn't it? In the group stage. So we can use a lot of young players and stuff like that. Well, some of them, the defense did get motivated, but the rest of the team were a little more problematic. Well, some of the midfield as well. Rainman. Oh, we do have 2 youth player in the attack. It's going to be a tough one today then. Well, they need to play in order to develop, so of course they should be playing. And Barachile should be in the region where De Ligt and Fofana is, so he shouldn't be a really big setback. But I mean, I think Anel is a bit underneath that. Not a long way, not far off Barachile and those players, but oof, not really in that capacity. He's a 4th centre back for a reason, of course. Tottenham seem to be owning the game so far here, and we can see that they have Anthony in their team. So they've bought Anthony. Son is still playing for them. Interesting. De Gea to Barachile. Oh, Barachile has a yellow card already. Boucher has a yellow card already. That's not good. Here's Morgan Pearce. Don't know why he quit running there. One of his major features, if I'm not wrong, is his pace. His pace and his flair. And where's his pace? Oh, only 15. I thought it was higher. But acceleration and agility there could give him the opportunity to run away, of course. And we've seen that a couple of times where he ran away from the defense. So, yeah. Here comes Tottenham again. They are the better team so far, unfortunately. Well, we do have some time. If we are to slip up a bit in the league, there is a possibility for us to take that back. It's worse when it comes to the cup game, of course, because once you're lost in a cup, except for in the Champions League group stage, but the rest of the cup stages, once you've lost, you're out of it. So, ooh, Wells hitting the post or the bar, I mean. Oh. Come on. United. We're playing really bad today. I think I'm going to demand more from my players, because even if they're not the best, since they are potential players, not already produced players, I must have a bit of a understanding, of course, that they are not going to be, but they are supposed to become good players. They're all supposed to have good... Oh! Rain Man. They're all supposed to have good potential abilities, so hopefully in the near future, using these players will still be something that could give us really nice amount of points. Oh, look at this. Here's Squirrels. Oh, he gets too far out there. Gets it in, but no. Doesn't reach any United player. Here comes Tottenham with Pedro. Ooh, thank you. Thank you, thank you. We're still playing with De Gea in goal here. We are having problems finding a new goalkeeper. Adam Ferguson seems to have the potential, but hard to see him develop, unfortunate. And of course, he's not getting the games that he needs to develop as well. So I'm thinking maybe I should try to... Oh, let's look at this. Squirrels again. Oh, maybe I should try to get another old goalkeeper for next season and try to lend out Adam Ferguson so he can get some experience playing in a team. Trying to find somewhere where he will get to play every game. And hopefully start developing in a good way. Or if I'll just take a chance and put De Gea on the bench and use Ferguson all the time, and hopefully that will develop him. He's definitely, if I can remember, he's definitely going to play now in the next game against Lyon in the Champions League, because we are already winners of that group. Oh, Squirrels again. Oh, he does good runnings, but in this game he's been having some problems with finishing, Paul Squirrels. But he does run very well. Gets into those open spaces in between there, and here he comes again, and oh! Ho, ho, ho! That was nice. Just talking about his problems with finishing, and he does that. The runs that it makes is really good, and that's a brilliant finish. Really brilliant finish, and we take the lead. Yeah, there's no offside there, definitely not. We take the lead. Let's come on, United. Here comes Tottenham though. Too many players for them in between there, but Song, De Gea puts that over, so it's a corner for Tottenham again here. Come on, United. Ooh. So the next and last game of this episode will be interesting to see Ferguson play amongst others. But we have one more half of this game first, and I think they've done quite a good job so far. Especially when we think about the players that we have on the bench. We have Bellingham, who of course is a real superstar, but and we do have Barachile, that is a really good player. But other than that, it is young and up-and-coming players. So yeah. Oof, come on. Well, Morgan Pearce is getting some routine and some games beneath his belt, which, here comes Song though. Let's have a look at this. Oh, thank you. I think Pearce is going to come off. It's not been very good, and we know what he can do, S to S. Garnacho is going to come off as well. Oh! Florian Wirtz puts it in. And I think we're going to take out Rainman as well, so we do get some rest on some of the players that we might have to play. Oh, that's a good goal from Florian. And I think I can say that there will be no Adeyemi in the upcoming game against Lyon, since we don't need... we need the money that a win gives, of course, but we don't... Oh, look at that. We're going to win the group, even if they beat us 10-0 or whatever. So we're going to try to use, if I can remember, so I don't just, stress myself out and forget to change a lot of players. We are going to be playing with a lot of promising players instead of a good team. So just going to have to see if we can, maybe we get Dovigosi to be fresh enough. He's been injured a couple of times here now. Otherwise, it's going to be Divine, of course, to play in that Bellingham position. Oh, that's a bad pass by Bellingham. Song picking that up. Here comes Tottenham. I think we might be getting a bit tired now. Or, oh, that isn't good. I'm going to tell them to focus because we are struggling a bit here now. It feels like Tottenham is getting back into the game, and we don't want that, do we? And the players that we brought on is supposed to be better than the ones that we took off. So, yeah. It's not supposed to be. I didn't take them off because they were having fitness problems. I took them off because they weren't playing good. And the ones that has come on in is not playing better. They're playing worse. That's not good. And, yeah. We certainly need the 3 points. Everton is really pushing us. We don't want Everton to win. We don't want anybody else to win. Then, of course, Manchester United. Squirrels, Paul Squirrels, and really locked in there. And Tottenham makes a couple of changes. So, there's Florian Wirtz with a free kick. Gets it in there, but headed away by the defense. Here's Woodall. Balachile, back to Woodall. Woodall. Oh, what a strike by Anthony Woodall. Anthony Woodall, what a strike. Thank you very, very much. Player that we saw had very, very high potential ability. So we bought him for quite a lot of money, if I'm not mistaken, from Everton. It's not a finished product like Wayne Rooney was, even if Rooney was very young. But yeah, Rooney was something special, wasn't he? Getting through 16 years old, scoring and everything in the Premier League, he was something else. And I'm pretty sure in his first European Championship, if he hadn't gotten injured in that one, I'm 100% sure that England would have won the Euros there that year. 100% sure, because he made the England team there, and he was just phenomenal in that European Championship. Nobody could stop him. Well, they could, because they gave him an injury and then he was out of it. But just purely playing, nobody could stop him that year. He was incredible. And yeah, and he was incredible for United for many years. Oh, that wasn't good. Still 3 minutes to play, and they pull one back, but maybe he was offside. VAR's going to have a check, and it's disallowed. Thank you. Still 3-1, so we are going to win this game, I guess. But as I said, Wayne Rooney was phenomenal, and he was very important for United for many, many years. And yeah, I always valued him higher than Ronaldo, to be honest, but you all know my stance, I guess, when it comes to Ronaldo. I like him. I think he's a brilliant footballer, but for me, he's sort of destroyed my love for United, but especially my love for football, because I could never change my favorite team. That's just not the one, the kind of man I am. So United it is for life, but I've always been very against the actor part of football. I know that some parts of the world it's seem like something natural, something that you a part of the game that try to fool the judge or the referee to not see when you do stuff like that. But acting is, for me, I think it's cheating. So for me, it's just it destroyed my love having a player like that in my own team. So, but otherwise, he was a brilliant footballer, and he was very important player for us to win the stuff that we did back then, and the Champions League and everything. And yeah, but for me, the best team that we had was the '99 team. I mean, yeah, maybe Stam and Ronnie Johnson wasn't as good as Rio and Vidic, but the rest of the team, I think it was. There's no comparison. The team was better. I mean, I remember Paul Scholes did try to be an actor for a game or two, and he was just horrible at it. Everybody could see that he was faking it. And yeah, so he had to quit, of course, because he was getting warned because he was acting, throwing himself to the ground and stuff. And I think that's right. I want those type of players to get sent off. But yeah, been struggling with that for many years, complaining about that. Anyway, we have one more game to go, and then this episode is over, and it's going to be an interesting one, because I'm going to try to remember to take out as many players from the first team as possible, because we want players that is going to hopefully have a lot of potential so that they can play and get some experience. Having said that, I guess I'll just see you in the next one. And so we're here. Let's see what type of players we can use today. And as I said, as many youth players as possible. Boucher gonna stay on. Garnacho is not registered for this one, so Favre on the left. What else? How was it with Dosi? He has some fitness problems, but I'm gonna throw him in. And then we have Britain can play, Campbell. I mean, yeah, Mike Clark, Andrew Harper, but he's not really good to go. Adeyemi, I prefer not to use him this game either, and they are not registered. Come on. For fun, and then only goalkeepers, and not much we can choose from. We have Camps Hall, Thomas, supposed to be a center defender and with some really high potential. So let's give him the opportunity to play today. He is sort of fit, so let's have that. And we can have, instead of having De Ligt on the bench, because we're not going to use De Ligt at all today, we can have Anel on the bench. And we don't want Davies on the bench. Don't we have Drew Warburton? Of course we have. Put him first on the bench, but then I think I want to put my emphasis on Warburton. I don't really know why, but I feel like there's more potential in Drew Warburton than Joseph Webb. And yeah, it says 1 star more, so I think Drew Warburton is younger as well. No, they're the same age. 20, both of them. Ben Carroll should actually be given an opportunity sometime as well, but I want somebody to be okay in the good enough to play in that defense. Morgan Pearce, let's go with him. And Govidosi has got some fitness concerns, so most likely will be changed out for Alfie Devine in the second half. Florian Ritz, let's go with Andy Stockbridge today. Favre, Tino, Squirrels. Yeah, Anthony Woodall going on, getting a virus, so he can't play today. I'm thinking maybe Verbruggen instead of Squirrels, like that. Yeah, I think this is the team. Maybe Lyon will run over us, or maybe this bunch of young players will do a surprise win today. We're just going to have to see. It's going to be an interesting game. And looking forward to it. Never mark tightly, do it. Dressing room. Yeah, let's go with that. Let's see what this young team can do against this team. With these lads, it's going to be a strange one. Let's kick off, let's skip, and let's get going with this game. And yeah, this is just to get the young players some routine and some feeling for the game. Hopefully we can get a win as well, but it's going to be tough, of course, with these players. They are nowhere near where they're supposed, or where I believe they will end up. As Stockbridge, oh. But as you can see on the league side there, we are well ahead of Barcelona, so no problems. Even if we lose, we're still going to win the group. So doesn't really matter the results here. It's just about giving them some games. Dovey, Verbruggen, Rainman. Oh, that was actually kind of a tricky and beautiful shot, I must say. Adama, Bouget. What is going to happen here? Is Bouget going to get a card or something? Not a red one, though. Yes, he is. Dang it. That puts us in a very delicate situation. I think I'm going to do this. I'm going to take him off and put in Anel there and sort of try to make it with a 3-back line here. I think we want them all to be, but I want him to be cover, and he will have to be a stopper, so we have one of each. And yeah, not much more I can do. I mean, this is going to put us in a difficult situation, so not good from Zakaria Bouget there. And yeah, a bit sad for Warburton, of course, as well. Not getting to play many minutes, 20 minutes, and then he's off because of that red card. Favre! Ooh, little more curve on that ball, and it could have gone on, going into the net there really beautifully. We don't want to play very defensively. No, we're still going to go for it here. But Chile gets it to Dovey. Dovey to Stockbridge. Stockbridge with a long ball to Morgan Pearce. He is quick. He is free. And, oh, tries to put it in the closed post. And, of course, the keeper has good control of that one. And, oh, Favre stealing the ball here. Can he get the ball into the penalty area? No, he gets it back to Stockbridge, to Dovey, to Verbruggen, to Rainman, to Pearce. Morgan Pearce. Oh! It's an own goal, but it's 1-0 for Manchester United. And it's Morgan Pearce that builds up that one. And, yeah. Bit of a surprise for me, this. I mean, I know that they have high potential, all of these players, but that we should take the lead here after getting a fellow sent off and everything. That is a big surprise for me. I'm still not going to go very defensive. I'm sorry, but I'm not. We're going to play this game out in a fashionable way and try to get the win here. I want them all to learn from this game, so just play to your best potential and let's get this over and done with. Rainman, Dovey, Stockbridge, oh come on, Dembele, Torres, come on, oh, here they come, oh good one, Favre, Stockbridge, and it's over. It's going to take some work to manage this one, and yeah, let's hope we can do it. Come on, United. 60 minutes. So it's half an hour for them to equalize or maybe even getting a winning goal. They have all to play for. We have nothing to play for more than our youth players' development. Yes, Rainman. Stockbridge. Stockbridge. Verbruggen. Ah, oh, come on. Morgan Pearce. Dovey. Pearce. Here he comes, dribbling. He's got some really good flair, that's for sure. Morgan Pearce, Dovey, Stockbridge, Rainman, Pearce. Oh, come on. I really should actually, when Pearce is playing, let's see if we can do that. Let's pause the game. Pause, tactics, and players. And of course, it's Morgan Pearce here. Dribble more. It's already cutting, so get further forward. It's the more you can tell him to do. No. Hold position. He should hold his position. Cross from the deep. Cross more often. Dribble more. Take more risks. He can do that. Okay. So he's already being a bit more expressive and dribbling a lot more. He's got some high... Oh, here's Pearce. Stockbridge, Favre, Stockbridge. Favre running for that one. Ends up getting it. Ah, gets a corner out of that though. So Morgan Pearce instructions should be passed on to him now. So he's going to take more risks then. Here's Favre. Dovey, Favre. Oh, come on. The time is moving slow here. There's lots happening. Morgan Pearce with a corner. And, oh, Tino Rainman. 2-0 for Manchester United. What a goal. That was some spectacular thing there. Good corner, good header, and look at that. Keeper has no chance. Putting it in to the farther post there. And it's got to be an embarrassing wrestle so far for Lyon. I mean, they're playing against our youth team, and they're playing with one player more on the pitch. And still we are 2-0 up. So, yeah, just perfect in my book. Let's just hope we can keep it. Dovey, Pierce. Ah, come on. Come on. Oh, good tackle, but ends up in their possession anyway. Far right to Stockbridge. Now, who do we have on the bench? Lots of tired players in our team. We're going to pause the game. Who do we have on the bench? We have Squirrels from Divine, Webb, Carroll, De Gea. De Gea is not going to be used, but Ben Carroll perhaps instead of a very tired Barachile. That's a risky card to take, but okay. Morgan Pierce, do we have Esteves on their bench? No, we don't, so he's going to have to play on. Dovey is tired, so let's put in Divine. Sorry about that. And Rainman is tired. Can't do any more. Oh, yeah. This the red card. I forgot about that. So all our changes has all been decided, but not gone through yet. But they're gonna go through now after the goal. And I hope Divine can keep the midfield together here, especially defensively. And I think it's going to be a bit more. Oh, that's a really bad effort from Ferguson. That's not good at all. Let's move on. So 2-1. They still have a good chance of coming back. Well, my lads have done a good game anyway, but this isn't good. We're looking very, very problematic now. I think we're very tired, and especially the better players, the more experienced players like Pierce and Stockbridge, and well, there aren't much more of the experienced player. So well, maybe Anel, but he's not that tired. Otherwise, it is the experienced players. Morgan Pierce really, really tired now, and there's 20 minutes to go. I'm afraid of injuries on that one. Let's hope he doesn't get it, but yeah. And it's the last game of this episode, as you know, and yeah, whatever the results here, I think we've had an okay episode, and yeah, here we go. Loads of short passing there. Here's Morgan Pierce. Morgan Pierce gets it to Rainman. Rainman get Verbruggen. Verbruggen. Oh, but he was offside, I guess. Yes, he was offside. Too bad, too bad. Yeah, let the time run away now, so that we can end up with a 2-1 win. That would have been great. But here comes Lyon. This is looking dangerous. Oh, thank you. Ferguson just stood there in that situation, but I guess maybe he had... Oh, that wasn't a good ball by Campbell. Oh, why did they let him take that free kick? He's the worst one in the... or the least experienced one in the defensive lineup, so... Bit stupid to let him take it, but yeah. Anel heading it away. 8 minutes to go about... And, oh, thank you. Come on, time, run away. 6 minutes to go. Ferguson, Anel, Campbell, Anel to Ferguson. Ferguson with a long ball trying to reach Verbruggen, but no. Well, maybe if he was ready to go there, he could have run away with it. Here comes Lyon again. They are pounding us at the moment, and it would surprise me if they don't manage to get an equalizer here at the end. Because they're owning the ball now. And they're owning the situations and the created opportunities. We are nowhere near now. Oh, goal kick for us. Come on. Come on, come on, come on. Just minutes to go. Let's hold on to this result. And yes, Divine here. Verbruggen, try to hold on to it, please. Favre. Verbruggen on the run. He's got Morgan Pierce on the other side, but not enough speed there. Favre gets it back to Stockbridge. To Divine. Divine again. Pierce. Pierce, shoot! Oh! Come on. 4 minutes of added time. This is a nail-biter. Carroll. Divine. Stockbridge. Rainman. Verbruggen. Rainman. Oh, Favre. Oh. Here comes Lyon. No. Get them away. Oh, Divine super interference there. Stockbridge. Favre. Favre, can you get the ball in? He gets it back to Stockbridge. Out to Divine. Back to Stockbridge. Gets it into Verbruggen. Back to Stockbridge. To Verbruggen. To Favre. Favre shoots. Oh. Only a minute left. And seems like we have a corner here. Morgan Pierce with the corner. Gets it in there and nobody's there. That's a throw in for Lyon. And it's supposed to be over any second now. So please don't let them get another opportunity. Hey, gets into him, Morgan. Come on, lads. No, don't let them get something out of it here at the end. And they equalize. At the very end of the game, they equalize. Yeah, I can't be angry at my lads either, because I think that they've done a very good game. They held out for so long, and they have played very good today, considering the youth of them and where they are in their development and everything. And these kind of games is what we need as well, where we can use Ferguson and all of those young players. I mean, Favre had a really lousy day, but other than that, I'm pretty happy with all those green players here being that good in a game like this with opponents like we had today. So not much to complain about, to be honest. So I'm going to go with that. And yeah. Well, we did get a result, 2-2, so no problems. We did win the group, which was the only thing that we are, yeah, interested in. Professional debut for Campshall. Okay, Bouger banned for one game, I can understand that, so confirm, don't appeal, just let it be. United received 795. We could have gotten 2.9, but yeah, that goal ended up being a problem. And he's really playing good, Shola Shortire in Celtic. So yeah, let's hope he comes back a really good player. We have received 503,000 for the share of match prize for match from Champions League money. More Champions League money there. Phelan, yeah, not much of interest. And finances, we are in the reds now. So yeah, we all know what that means. Club vision, new contract completed. So yeah, club info, we want that to be trained up, the training facilities. We want that state of the art or world class or whatever it's called when it's 5 stars. But yeah, we're just gonna have to be satisfied at the moment. Let's get to the competition here. We're top of the table in the league at the same points as Everton. We're top of the table or in the Champions League. We won the Super Cup. And we're gonna enter to get the if we compare it to the league table, we get the absolute hardest opponents at the very first round, where we're coming in the third round, where we enter into the tournament. So that's a bit of a shame. Quarterfinals in the Carabao Cup and against Chelsea, going to be played the 15th of December. So probably next game, I guess, since it is the 9th of December. And we want to forget that lost against Liverpool in the Community Shield, of course. Schedule: we're actually going to play a game against Everton in the league in between, before we're going to face off against Chelsea in the Carabao Cup. That's it's going to be a tough episode next episode, but all three of them, at least, they're all on Old Trafford, which is a good thing. But other than that, it's going to be a tough episode, that's for sure. Let's see the medical, the current injuries. We have Woodall, who's home with a virus, Tariq Lamptey, a twisted knee, and Jadon Sancho with a hamstring, out for 7 weeks. So not much more to say about that. I hope you have enjoyed this episode. We're going to continue to try and develop this new build. And of course, it's going to be a tougher season this season without Bruno Fernandes and Erling Haaland. But hopefully we'll get players back from injuries, and we'll get players developing to become really good for the first team. And if that happens, we are going to survive this season as well, I'm pretty sure. Anyway, as I said, I hope you have enjoyed this episode. Do like, subscribe, and leave a little comment down below. Share it with your friends. Stay safe out there. Have heaps of fun. And I'll just end with bye 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 bye.